Yes, quickly, what is it?
Oh, your worshipness. Sorry. I'm not quite sure how to address a chief priest.
Well, you're a Roman guard, you shouldn't be addressing me at all. What do you want?
I've just been on duty at the tomb.
What tomb?
Well, the tomb you asked me to guard.
Oh, yes, that tomb. And?
Well, we have a bit of a situation, I'm afraid.
They haven't started a vigil, have they?
No.
Well, the last thing we need is them turning it into a shrine. What then? Someone broken in?
No, we never took our eye off it.
Good, because if some lunatic gets hold of the corpse, we have bones popping up all over the place and holy toenails at every street corner.
Yes, indeed.
So, no fanatics, no one's gone in or out. What happened?
No one's gone in it, certainly. Someone may have come out.
Explain, please.
The tomb is open, and he's gone.
Who's gone?
Oh, the prisoner.
A prisoner's dead, Sergeant. He hasn't gone anywhere. Do you mean the prisoner's body?
Yes, if you like.
Well, no, I don't like. So who's taking it? Grave robbers?
No, not possible. We'd have seen them.
Well, who then?
I don't know.
Look, is it me or is it you? Because one of us is certainly not making sense. Now, watch my lips and listen carefully. Do you know what has happened to the body of the dead Galilean?
Yes, I do.
Excellent. What?
It's gone missing.
Right, let's try again, shall we? Simply, in your own words, tell me what has happened.
We rolled the stone across and we put the governor's seal on it.
Yes.
I posted 8 men across the entrance and we kept watch throughout the night.
Yes.
No one came or went and the place remained quiet.
Yeah.
Until dawn.
And?
We had an earth tremor. Quite severe.
Oh, I know. We felt it here in the city. So what?
Well, the men took cover because there were rocks and debris everywhere. And then I saw the stone had been moved and the entrance was open.
So the tremor must have shifted it.
Exactly. I was about to inspect it when the family turned up and created a scene.
What sort of scene?
They tried to get into the tomb.
What, did you stop them?
We were about to when some joker appeared from nowhere, climbed onto the stone and told them he'd gone.
Who'd gone?
The prisoner.
You mean the prisoner's dead body?
Yes.
Well, did you arrest him?
What, the prisoner's body?
No, with the joker, you idiot.
No, well, he just disappeared, to be honest. The women were hysterical and ran off, and we were left with an empty tomb.
Wonderful. And this is the army that's conquered half the world.
So, as you see, we have a bit of a situation.
No, Sergeant. I don't have a situation. You do. You better report to whoever and tell them that the followers stole the body.
But they didn't.
Well, of course I did.
But we would have seen them. And anyway, how would I explain that to my superiors?
I don't know. Just tell me you fell asleep.
Fell asleep? What do you think we are? Amateurs?
Yes.
Do you know how unprofessional that is?
Well, let's see. This unprofessional?
Oh, what's this?
Common people call it money, I believe.
Is this a bribe?
Yes.
You're paying me to lie?
No, I'm paying you to come up with an explanation. Would you mind?
Yes, I'm rather attached to my head, and sleeping at your post is punishable by death.
Well, you don't have to worry about that. The governor owes me a favour. Trust me, his fellows will be hunted down, their lives will be threatened, and the moment that happens, someone will produce the rotting corpse. Alright?
And if they don't?
Well, they will. All that's required of you is that you own up to not enough. Could you do that? One small sacrifice for the good of many?
You don't think we should find out what actually happened?
What for?
The truth?
Oh, my dear ignorant man, the last thing we need is people digging around for the truth. What we need is a plausible explanation so we can all get on with our lives. And you can go home to your delightful wife and your ghastly children. Now, if there's nothing else, I have a flock in need of a shepherd. Good day to you.
Maybe he did.
Or maybe who did what?
He said he would.
What? Come back to life? I tell you what, Sergeant, if he starts appearing in people's homes, or chatting to friends in the street, or having barbecues on the beach, you'll be sure to let me know. Until then, let's just keep it real, shall we?
I'd like to see if he does.
If he does, Sergeant, it'll be over my dead body, so you won't see my face smiling at all. It'll be buried with the rest of me and smiling at eternity. Good day to you.
And when the centurion, who stood there in front of Jesus, saw how he died, he said, "Surely this man was the Son of God." Some women were watching from a distance. Among them were Mary Magdalene, Mary the mother of James the younger and of Joseph, and Salome. In Galilee, these women had followed him and cared for his needs. Many other women who had come up to him to Jerusalem were also there. It was Preparation Day, that is, the day before the Sabbath. So, as evening approached, Joseph of Arimathea, a prominent member of the council, who was himself waiting for the kingdom of God, went boldly to Pilate and asked for Jesus' body. Pilate was surprised to hear that he was already dead. Summoning the centurion, he asked him if Jesus had already died. When he learned from the centurion that it was so, he gave the body to Joseph. So Joseph bought some linen cloth, took down the body, wrapped it in the linen, and placed it in a tomb cut out of rock. Then he rolled a stone against the entrance of the tomb. Mary Magdalene and Mary, the mother of Joseph, saw where he was laid. When the Sabbath was over, Mary Magdalene, Mary the mother of James, and Salome bought spices so they may go to anoint Jesus' body. Very early on the first day of the week, just after sunrise, they were on their way to the tomb, and they asked each other, "Who will roll away the stone away from the entrance of the tomb?" But when they looked up, they saw that the stone, which was very large, had been rolled away. As they entered the tomb, they saw a young man dressed in a white robe, sitting on the right side, and they were alarmed. "Don't be alarmed," he said. "You are looking for Jesus the Nazarene, who was crucified. He has risen. He is not here. See the place where they have laid him. But go, tell his disciples and Peter, he is going ahead of you into Galilee. There you will see him, just as he told you." Trembling and bewildered, the women went out and fled from the tomb. They said nothing to anyone because they were afraid.